Hey there. Okay, so for NET110, I was playing around with this Ubuntu machine and I got it into a state where it could not connect back to the internet, but I've got a fix here for you. Okay, so power off your Ubuntu instance and go to your settings, go down here to network. Okay, so ordinarily, when this thing first comes up, it's network address translation, which, normally that works just fine. Excuse me. However, if you've changed to, because for our lab, we need to change to host-only adapter, and then you change back to NAT, then it might get hung and it might not connect to the internet. So change to bridged adapter. Okay, now this is going to bridge my Ubuntu instance to my wireless LAN card. Excuse me. We're going to still pretend like we're cable connected. Okay, and then restart Ubuntu. And momentarily, and it's still thinking about it. Okay. All right, it's trying. I don't know, maybe I should invest in a faster computer. Excuse me. Okay, so here we go. Ubuntu. All right, now right off the bat, we want to make sure we're actually connected to the network. So let's click on Firefox. Okay, and all right, so it looks like we're getting some information from the net. Yay. So let's see, YouTube. Yep, we can connect to YouTube without getting an error message. Reddit. I don't play with Reddit, but some people like it. Probably could learn a lot by looking at Reddit. Okay, so anyways, now we're connected to the internet once again. Yay. All right, and now I can go to my terminal window. All right, now then, I should be able to do things like net tools. You're going to need those. Okay, so it's always a good idea to go ahead and install net tools whenever you start a new Ubuntu instance. The other thing was that VSFTP daemon. Yay. Okay. Okay. System control status VSFTPD. Okay, so it looks like our service is up and running. All right, yay. Type Q to quit. Okay, good deal. All right, so now we've got VSFTPD running. Yay, we've got NetTools running. The other thing we can do is, let's see, what is it I want to do? Just going to run the update. Okay. All right, let me see. And then the next thing I want to do is start working on my lab. So hold on just a second. I'll be right back. So now what I've done is I've pulled the lab over into a window, into a Microsoft Word. All right, so we're going to take a look. We've already done the stuff that's up above. Okay, so we've got VSFTPD running. Now we're going to type in IP address show. All right, so what is our IP address? Well, our loopback address is 127.0.0.1. Our IP address is 10.254.6.11. Okay, so we can write that down here. All right, now print working directory, pwd. All right, jlee. All right, that's where we are. ls. Okay, and there's our subdirectories. Okay, super. Now then, we're going to go over to our Windows File Explorer, which is the little folder icon down here at the bottom. And just for chuckles, let's see if this thing works. Okay, so let's see, 10.254.6.11. Okay, all right, so it can see the FTP server, yay, and so now it wants a username and password, and our username is password. Ha! Okay, superlative. It works, and we didn't even have to change it from bridged to host. All right, what else does it want? What directories and files do we now have access to? Okay, well, desktop. Oops. All right, well, you're just going to type them into that box. So it's going to be desktop, documents, downloads, music. Videos. All right, now we're going to check security with Wireshark. All right, now if you already have Wireshark installed, then good on you. If you don't have Wireshark installed, then we can go to a new window. Wireshark. Okay, download it. Okay. I installed it on this computer earlier. I actually deleted it and then reinstalled it. So now we're walking through it again. Okay. Take the defaults. Okay. Okay, we've already got npcap installed. If we did not, then we would check this box. Okay, now this USB PCAP we don't need because we're not going to be running any USB connected adapters. If you are running a USB connected adapter, then you would want to install that. And we're just going to let it do its thing for a minute. Okay, now, once we get Wireshark completed, then what we're going to do is we're going to try to do a FTP capture. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, so now we got Wireshark installed. Let's minimize that. And minimize that. And we'll just X out of that. Okay, now where's my Wireshark? There it is. All right, now let's see. Which of these is our... We've got a couple of different virtual adapters on this machine, so we need to figure out which virtual adapter it is that's carrying the traffic. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back over here. We're going to FTP JLE password. In. Okay, and then we're gonna see if we can see where the traffic is happening. Oh, oops, hang on. Ethernet 3. Okay, I'll bet Ethernet 3 is what we want to look at. We're going to take a look at it and see if it's capturing our traffic. And if it's not... Okay, and our filter is going to be TCP, because we just want to look at TCP traffic. And we'll click on Start. Okay, now FTP 10.24.6.11. Okay, very good. All right, so it's going to prompt me for my user ID and password. Okay, log on. Okay, so here we are. All right, now we can bring up our Wireshark window again. And now, let's see. All right, so Ethernet 3 is the one that we were using, I do believe. Okay, yep, we saw whenever I did a refresh, did you see that blip right there? Okay, so Ethernet 3 is that's our ticket. Ethernet 3. So we're just going to look at that, and we're going to filter for TCP traffic. Start. Okay, now I'm going to close out this window, and we're going to do it all over again. Okay, I'm going to open this window, and 254. Okay, you see in traffic here, and it's challenging me for my password. Anybody who guesses my password gets extra points. Okay, so now I've got my directory here. And, all right, and I'm just going to stop my, I'm going to stop capture, because now I've seen everything I need to. All right, so let's go through this. All right, so we're TCP traffic, transmission control protocol. Okay, so first things first, we establish a TCP connection. Remember the SYN, SYN-ACK, and ACK. That's our three-way handshake. So now we've got a TCP session. Now we can start sending commands. FTP. Okay, so first thing we do is we try to send an FTP anonymous request. And it doesn't work because we don't have anonymous set up on our FTP server. Okay, so that gets rejected. So then the next thing it does is request for a user ID and password. That's when it sends the message to Windows saying, okay, well, that user ID and password didn't work. You're going to need to enter one. And so we send it user ID of just J. Lee. And then, all right, now y'all are about to discover my super secret password. Password was password. Okay, so then it gives us a login successful. All right, so very good. And then it says, okay, here's your current directory. And, oh, okay. Normally it would send us like a listing of the files and the folders that are in that directory. But in this case, this is the second or third time we've done this, so those results are already cached in Windows, so it just says, okay, we'll just display the same stuff because there hasn't been any changes. I've got another video where it shows what happens when you do this command for the first time, and it actually sends over not only the directories and files but also the permissions that are attached to those, so I'll upload that also. Okay, good deal. I don't know, this is going to be helpful to you guys or not. Maybe it will. If you can't get it to work at home, then do some basic troubleshooting. Just check, because remember, we don't have a router, so that means that our workstation and our FTP server have to be on the same network. So go over to your Ubuntu and find out what your IP address is, and then make sure that your virtual adapter that says VirtualBox, because if you look, let me bring that back up. It just depends on what you've been doing on your computer. Okay, my computer has had a lot of stuff done to it, some good and some bad. But if you look right here, see where it says Hyper-V virtual adapter? That's not the one you want to play with. That's another virtual adapter. The one we want to change is the one that says, and it could be Ethernet 2, 3, 4, whatever, but you want to look for this, VirtualBox Host Only Ethernet Adapter. And that's the one that you want to make sure is on the same network as your server. And then you should be able to complete this lab. And if you can't make it work, then don't sweat it too much. I know there's been some difficulties here. Now, these review questions, you should be able to answer these no problem, based on your readings. Okay, good deal. Good luck. I hope you guys are all able to get this thing done, and I will see you in the next one.